Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Green. You're tuning into AMTV, Alternative Media Television. So Google is set out to be the largest defense contractor to the United States government, really in the history of the world, with purchase of companies like Boston Dynamics that make these machines that will fight Americans' wars overseas, much like most of the war being fought outside of the innocent civilian casualties and young American men and women that are sold a lie and a false pretense to go die and give their blood in wars like Iraq and Afghanistan, where the government has only lied to us about events like Pat Tillman being killed by Al-Qaeda, when in reality it was his own troops that actually had a motive and incentive to whack him, because of course Pat Tillman was very, very disillusioned with the war and was famous and would probably come back and cause national outrage and maybe even lead a movement here in the States that would be very anti-war and anti-establishment and anti-USA. But that's just an aside. We have companies like Google now set to be the largest defense contractor of the United States government. Now, this is unprecedented. A company to have this much power over the globe, not just here in the United States, but abroad. Of course, their Google algorithm, which connects all of us into the hive and our individual paradigms, and then by learning our behavior through cookies and bots, plugs us with ads so that they can sell us advertising and make billions and billions of dollars. Really, in a way, it's kind of unfair. There's no competition anymore. It truly is a monopoly. Which brings me to the point, years and years ago, not too long ago, I remember when I was a kid growing up, there was massive litigation in Washington, D.C. over the monopoly that was Microsoft. Remember? Microsoft monopolizing the software market. And there was many threats made to break it up or to create more competition among its competitors. Why isn't this happening with Google? Because this is a very important point. Why is the federal government allowing a company like Google to have a monopoly, not over search engine optimization and search in general, and Google Maps and these other things, but also as a defense contractor to the United States government? And there lies the rubs, folks. There lies the rub. And it's a very important testament of how America's changed over the past decade or so. America is no longer a capitalist system. In a capitalist system, the state will intervene at times to break up monopolies, even though that's the goal of every company, to become so powerful and to basically blow out all of your competition and market. But in a capitalist society, that would be a concern. But notice, in the new Obama socialized, I would argue fascized society, it is no longer a concern in America. In fact, they're helping to promote it. They're promoting the merger of state, big state government, and these companies. Google having recently purchased Boston Dynamics and looking at other targets for acquisition to only increase their power and control and really their manipulation of the government itself, because Google now is the Borg. The Borg now is government. Government and Google are one and the same. And this is not a capitalist system at all. This is a socialized government. Things like Obamacare that are bankrupting and encouraging the insolvency of the United States, but that's the point. They want to create dependence. They want 1 million plus people unemployed on unemployment insurance. That's why they're extending, or Obama wants to extend the benefits. They want dependence, and they want a total eradication of the middle class, and they are encouraging the monopolization of gigantic corporations like Google and others to control and dominate the world and to literally stomp out any little guy's chance of ever succeeding in this new world. I'm Christopher Green. You've been tuning into AMTV, Alternative Media Television, hard-hitting and in your face as usual. Please click the link below to support our sponsor and get it out everywhere.